I'd written this song, A Funny Little Tragedy, that didn't really seem like a Gov't Mule song. But once we got into the studio, I showed it to the guys and everybody was excited about recording it. So we did like a midnight recording of it that could have gone either way.
Seeing you now, all broken down, I got to say, it's a funny little tragedy.
So when I listened back to it, I was like, wow, not only is this different than anything Gov't Mule's ever done, it kind of reminds me of the Attractions or the Clash. I had been emailing back and forth with Elvis Costello about small talk and this and that. And so I decided to ask him about what kind of vocal mic I should use, because I'd never sung a vocal for this kind of tune, and I wanted that kind of late 70s, early 80s garage rock sort of you know, time period vocal sound. And he sent me a very elaborate response explaining how he recorded this vocal, how he recorded that vocal, going all the way back to My Aim Is True. And the final analogy was use a Shure SM58, which is about a $100 microphone, which I did. Turned out great.
Maybe someday, if I see you again, things will be different. We can say we're friends.
That was the first seed that was planted for Shout, because from that point forward I started thinking, well, it'd be cool to hear Elvis sing this tune. I'd asked Danny Lewis to play guitar on it, which really made perfect sense. Danny's sense of guitar playing is completely different from mine, maybe a little more reckless abandon in some ways. We just started playing the song, and in the middle of the tune, it started feeling like, oh, there should be a guitar solo right here. And I said, Danny Lewis, and looked at Danny, and he's looking at me like, what? And I was like, and so he played the guitar solo. And the guitar solo that he played is the one we kept for the record. He didn't even know it was coming, which is probably a good thing.
The guitar solo in Funny Little Tragedy was a complete surprise to me. We were cutting it, and I believe Warren yelled, Danny Lewis, right before what sounded like was going to be the solo. So I played one. I guess it was like Warren pushed the button by saying my name, and it just, again, seemed like the thing to do at the time. I'm glad he didn't say rob a bank.
So when we got into the studio with Elvis Costello to do his vocal, I said, would you do me a favor, would you just say Danny Lewis? He was like, what? And I didn't know if he was going to do it or not, but he did, and I was like, great. So now it's on his version too.
That's all I gotta say.